Hey guys, welcome back to another meal prep with me video. This video is in collaboration with Meal Prep Australia. So in today's video we're going to be making a satay chicken. Now as you can see here, I'm using a vegetarian fake meat chicken. However, you can use normal chicken if you prefer. Like I say in all my other videos, it doesn't matter. It's just the idea behind what we're making. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just start breaking apart or slicing up your chicken. This chicken here, it does pull apart fairly easily, and then I just go in and just chop it up into smaller pieces. So if you're just using regular chicken, you'd probably get like a chicken breast or something like that, which I think comes pre-cut, or you might want to cut it up. I'm not too sure, sorry, I haven't bought chicken in, I don't think I've ever bought chicken, to be honest. So we're just going to slice this chicken up and just place it to the side once it's all sliced up. So next we're going to weigh out our chicken. I always cook my chicken per meal so that I have the exact grams before I start cooking it. So at the moment I'm eating roughly 160 grams, I think it is, of this particular chicken here. So I'm just measuring that out into a bowl, and then we're going to move on to the stove and we're going to cook this in a pan. So in your pan, we're just going to cook a little bit of, I use coconut oil. You can use whatever oil you like. I just prefer cooking with coconut oil personally, and we're just going to make sure that we coat the pan thoroughly just so our meal doesn't stick to it. And then we're going to place this chicken into the pan, just spreading it out like I have here, and we're going to cook this until it's golden on each side. So after you place it in there, we're going to move on and place about 20 to 25 grams of natural peanut butter. It just depends on how much peanut butter you like, and obviously how much fits your macros if you are calculating macros like I am at the moment. I will have all the macronutrients as well listed on this video, so I know a lot of you guys always ask me about the macronutrients for all these recipes, so I will include that on here as well. And then we're going to go in with some lemon juice. You can use a fresh lemon if you have one available and just give it a good squeeze. I didn't have any, so I just used this lemon juice that we have. It's just like fresh lemon squeezed juice. And then we're also going to go in with a sprinkle of paprika. I don't really measure this, I just do a light sprinkle all over my chicken. And then also some herbs as well. So these herbs here are from Purpose Flavor. I don't think they sell them anymore though, unfortunately, but they are just a lemon and garlic with pink peppercorn herbs. So if you want to use something similar to that, just to give it a little bit more flavor. I know there are so many great herbs out there that you can buy, and we're just going to cook that until it's nice and golden, and then we'll flip it over as well once it's finished. Now with this chicken, it normally takes about 10 minutes to cook. It doesn't take very long. I'm not too sure about regular chicken, so just keep an eye on it and just make sure you're cooking it until it's golden on both sides. So while your chicken is cooking, I'm just going to move on to the broccoli. I'm just going to pull apart and measure out about 150 grams of raw broccoli. You can cook this beforehand if you'd like to. I know some people prefer microwaving it before meal prepping it. Personally, I just meal prep fresh broccoli because I'm end up putting my meal in the microwave anyway, which somewhat steams it. But if you don't like lightly steamed broccoli, then definitely cook it in a pan or a microwave before you go and measure it out into your meal prep containers. So what I love about these meal prep containers is it does come with 3 compartments. So for me, I like to separate my food. It just means that you aren't like mixing up your food and making it taste funny before you have time to eat it. So moving on with my rice, I just use these packets. I know I've used them in my other meal prep videos as well, and it may seem really lazy, but it is so much quicker than waiting for rice to boil. But if you are preparing a lot of rice, then definitely cook it in a pan or in a rice cooker if you have one. You'll end up saving a lot of money, but I don't have that much rice. In this one, I'm only having about half a cup of rice, so they were 2/4 cups that you saw me using there. And now that my chicken is done, I'm just going to dish that up to my container as well. And that is your lunch all ready to go for the week. So whilst I'm preparing the rest of the chicken, I'm just going to move on to my breakfast really quickly and show you guys the type of food at the moment I'm eating in this meal prep for my breakfast and my snack. So I'm going to measure out about 50 grams of oats in this one. And then what I do with my oats at the moment, I'm so obsessed with these protein bars by BSC. They're low carb, the fats are not too high as well, and they're really high in protein. So I cut half of one of these bars up, and then I'll place it into one of these little bags, and I'll just place it into my oats. And then on the day after I microwave my oats, when they're nice and warm, I just cut the protein bar up into really tiny pieces and sprinkle it over, and it melts through the oats, and it's so delicious. Now moving on to my snack, I'm just going to once again put a little bit of coconut oil into a pan, and at the moment I'm really obsessed with this vegetarian salted crispy chicken. Sorry, I had a bit of trouble trying to get this to focus on my camera. I just picked it up from the same place I pick up my normal chicken, which is the Green Edge, and it's this really high protein fake meat. And what I do is I just cook it up in a pan. It goes really crispy and it's really nice. And I just eat that with steamed veggies. I'm really obsessed with this as a snack. I don't have a lot of it. I think I have about roughly 120 grams of the chicken and roughly 125 grams of the steamed veggies that you can see me measuring out here. So this is just a frozen pack of Oriental stir-fry veggies. I think it's like $5 from Woolworths. If you don't like using frozen veggies, then you can just cut up fresh veggies if you prefer. Personally, I have no problem with eating frozen veggies. I quite like them. I know some people can be skeptical about the nutrients in them, but that's just your own personal choice whether or not you want to meal prep fresh vegetables or frozen. So I've just measured them out into my meal prep container, and then I'm going to go in and add the chicken now that it's cooked. I personally prefer to have a small meal as a snack rather than something like a yogurt or a handful of nuts, just because I do find having a small meal is going to keep me fuller for longer, and I'm not going to go and overindulge with snacks. I know with things like nuts, because they're really high calorie, but it doesn't fill you up that much. It's so easy to overeat them, and then your calories are going to blow out a lot quicker. And there we have it. That is my full meal prep for the week for my breakfast, snack and lunch. Dinners I just cook during the week now. I didn't do a video for dinners because I really just wanted to focus on the chicken in this recipe. And make sure you guys check out my other meal prep videos if you enjoyed this one, and please give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe because I upload videos every week. If you guys make this recipe, make sure to take a photo and tag me on Instagram as well, because I would love to see it. My Instagram name is just MISSCOURTNEYDAY, and I'll leave all the links in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time.